Gordie,
You big moose.
and Willhelm
The grumpy gnome.
in the morning.
Well, hey there, I'm Gordie.
And I'm Willhelm.
And welcome to another episode of Gordie and Willhelm in the morning.
Good morning, buddy.
Hi, Dr. Mom. Hi, say. So, how was your week there for you, buddy?
It's all right. Not too bad. Fairly easy week at work, and of course I had to make that trip to Woodward. But other than that, it's all right, man.
Not bad. Yeah, we had
No.
a long week of interesting games.
Well, yeah. Morning, Kyle. Morning, Shannon. You have to remind me who the Zerif is.
That is Mavis. Good morning,
Mavis. Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So,
You'll have to forgive me. I'm running on a half an hour's of sleep. So if I'm a little slow on the uptake, just yell at me.
why are you only running on a half hour? What'd you stay up all night doing?
Not that I couldn't freaking tossing and turning for 2 hours. I said, screw it, hop back on Outer Worlds. Fuck it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The usual.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I jumped off Discord last night, crawled into bed, went to sleep, got up at, I don't know, just before 7 this morning, I think. So, yeah, I got a few hours.
Fuck. So, where should we start today? Should we start with Tomb of Annihilation, or should we start with Moose Water Tales? What do you figure?
Oh, we can start with the Moose Water. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start off with holy fuck, and then we go from there.
Well, so we ended the prior session with Cross running in, and then we started this last session picking up at that point, ended up fighting a pirate lord, his tyrancy, and we're kind of given hints that we may not win this. But this guy was something else. And I can appreciate the way that we all played it, in that, at least in the beginning, we attempted to allow Cross to do his thing. Like, this was his thing that he needed to do. So the rest of us just kind of created this atmosphere, I guess, of, because the pirate had some shipmates and stuff, ghostly, ghastly type people that showed up. Oh, say beat me to it.
Yeah.
And we all just kind of created this atmosphere of, hey, look, this is their thing. If y'all don't jump in, we won't jump in. And just kind of held that line or whatever. But that changed.
Well, when he was already making saving throws after round 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Bringing the ship in with a relative of his tyrancy. Misfit went unconscious, and Gordie told the DM, "Quit killing my dog."
Fucking every session. Stop killing my dog. Fuck. I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to request, Like, especially Willhelm sitting there at full fucking health. Hit the gnome! Leave the dog alone!
Yeah, but that's what Misfit does, though. Misfit, that's what he does. He runs in and he tries to create protection and those kinds of things. And so he'll get a little bit beefier once we level up a little bit more. His AC will increase. And, of course, every time we level, his hit points increase. But I'm still, I still have that idea to talk with Tyler, because so we, he's the one that actually came up with the idea of switching the type of metal that is used for the cold weather to allow him to maintain that function in cold weather. So I'm just curious if he's willing to allow other upgrades, I suppose. You know what I mean?
Probably.
So just have to have that conversation with him, I guess.
Yeah.
But we did what we had to do. We got the victory, but not the prize. So that's something that we'll have to work on. Oh, and we may have a new location for a new Moose Water Tavern.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Fucking.
I thought that was funny when you put that in chat. You were like, new tavern location?
Well, I mean, if you picture Pirate Island and you follow the shoreline along the cliffs and then you find a cave where you could, like, pull your dinghy in and there's a bar in there. Like, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think that aside from the tavern itself, I think we'd have to build more of a port. You know what I mean? So that some of your bigger ships can get in there too. But yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Moose Water Tavern Cave Edition.
Fuck that. Hire a bunch of bat people. I don't know if there are bat people, but fuck it.
I would just go find that and or find a shop that sells like cloaks of the bat.
Oh hell yeah!
And just give everybody cloaks of the bat.
Have our security like sitting on the ceiling, like fuck around and see up there. Come down. Can we talk about how fucking awesome his ship was, by the way? Like,
go ahead.
Because I mean, when Gurren heard this guy killed a kraken, he even said himself several times, like, "Oh well, could be just a story." No, that fucking damage output of that motherfucker. He killed a kraken.
Yeah.
And he turned said kraken into a goddamn ship. That is so cool. Like with all the tentacles underneath it, manipulating it and adding that speed to it and making it feel alive. Like that's spooky shit right there.
Yep. And that was my question too. Because I guess I misheard when he was talking about how the ship was created. I guess I heard that the ship was created from himself. And so then I thought, well, when we defeated him, does the ship go away too? But so yeah, we did that, and once again, Terrorless was lost.
Oh my god, that guy! Like, we gotta have the stranger danger talk with him. We gotta, don't. If a ship pulls up and offers you candy, just say no. Like,
yeah.
Fuck.
But we all finally made it back to town. And then Gordie got...
Sorry, that was an intense RP session Terry had while he was kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, 100%.
That was wild. I had fucking chills, dude.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty... Because, like, I think you kind of saw a different side of Terrorless, maybe? because he got like super serious.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it was just like, whoa, okay, all right, well.
Yeah, because usually when he rolls the 1d3, and that's how he decides what Terry's personality is going to flip to. And usually when he rolls a 1 on the 1d3, he just goes complete chaotic, fuck everything, you know, manic personality. Yeah, he went, fuck you, fuck everything, fuck this ship, and fuck your legacy. Wow.
Yep. Gordie got to ride a wyvern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Terrorless going cruising in the jungle, stumbled upon a no-no area, one of the sanctuaries of the druids.
Yep.
Almost gets 8.
And then Willhelm met a girl.
Will's got a girlfriend. That was awesome.
Oh, me. Well, and, you know, you and I had talked about it previously, too, and I did exactly that. Hi, my name's Willhelm. You have some neat creations, but I know how to make them better. Like, that was the introduction.
Fucking gearhead. And it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's incredibly insulted yet intrigued.
Yeah. It's a gnome thing. I don't know.
Well, like, I think he's in that conversation. Like, as soon as you started talking, like, her eyes right to Misfit
and George.
Yeah. So you got her attention that way, and Gordie went out to find you and saw you guys sitting in a booth chatting and smiling, so he just smiled and turned around.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, too, when she mentioned Misfit and George, I was like, oh, yeah, I made those. Hey, but anyway, like, just completely blew by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
humble.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. If it goes anywhere, who knows? So, but I'll be careful what I say because we don't know who's listening.
Yeah, I'm looking for Y Pigeon as soon as he pops in. Like, oh
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Now that we know he watches the show. Oh.
Yep, he's just chilling in the background, waiting for us to say something.
Yeah.
So
fucking notepad. Weaponize our show against us.
Oh goodness, it was a good session though. A lot of fun. I mean, that fight got pretty intense. Gordie had a bit of feline feelings for a bit.
There's a big part of me that wants to give Gordie cat allergies from now on. Every time he sees a cat, disadvantage and everything.
That'd be funny.
Oh man!
Well, start sneezing.
And I'd like to clarify. So, when we started that fight and it was time to throw down, I had the map zoomed out for the Twitch, right? I couldn't make out the details of the token, so all I saw were like spectral figures. So,
yeah.
So when I went down to start whacking, I says, okay, I picked this thing, I'm gonna hit it. And he says, okay, you're hitting a cat. I'm like, well, that's fucked up. I don't want to, I don't want to hit a cat. That's messed up. And even the captain said, well, I'm not spoiling the line because Tyler's delivery was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got one hit off. I'm like, okay, I'm going to change target. Yeah, never again.
Yeah. Yep.
As soon as Tyler says, make a charisma saving throw, I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't watched it yet, say Navi put the link in the chat up there to the YouTube. You guys can go check out that episode.
Thank Thank you, say.
And of course, a week from tomorrow will be our next session for Moose Water Tales. And so last week we actually streamed live, and so hopefully we will be able to continue streaming live from here on out. So Sunday evenings at 6 Pacific and 9 Eastern, right?
Don't do this to me. You know I always get the time wrong.
Well, it's 8 o'clock Central.
So yes, 9 Eastern and 6.
9 Eastern and 6 Pacific.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
touch on Tomb?
Yeah.
Because, well, we wrapped up. I guess we can say Yell Yark and then just move past, right?
Yeah, I mean, last Friday we found our way to the Goblin Village, known as Yell Yark, and last night we finished up the Yell Yark portion of the game.
Wait 1 second, I gotta yell at say.
Get it into the schedule. Well, he shouldn't be telling nobody what to do because he sucks at grammar.
Well, and he keeps telling me what to do with Twitch. Like, fuck off. That's work.
Get it into the schedule. Come on, man. You're better than that.
Yeah. I'm gonna shame you. Let's all take a minute and just shame say. Try to make me do stuff. Fuck you. Okay.
So, let's see. Last night, Limp went down, our Turtle Barbarian.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's right. Creon took him out.
Okay.
Wait, who plays Creon? Oh, yeah, you.
In my defense, one, I said, Limp, I'm going to cast an AoE. It's Conjuration, so I don't got Sculpt Spell. Do I have your permission? Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, your spells usually do no damage. Yeah, I roll almost max damage on a 2nd level Ice Knife, so that's 3d6. I think it was 13 cold damage on a fail.
Yeah.
6 on a save.
He failed.
Yeah, our barbarian with advantage on the fucking save fails. Oh, yeah, I have enough in the tank. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I kill him. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, we're still low enough level that the DC's only 13. And
Right?
he rolled with advantage and still failed. Yep.
Oh,
I think he got a 10.
Yeah. So, I think I killed 3 goblins.
Yep.
But also took out our fucking barbarian. I'm never doing that again. Never.
I mean, if you do it at the top of the battle, when nobody's been hit yet, you're probably good.
Yeah.
But
No, it was, yeah, he's been tanking quite a bit, and then I just go in and...
yeah. Yeah, that whole village setup thing was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that was. And then Odad went for a ride.
Anybody ever seen a flying lizard? We have.
Guys, look at the amount of dice Tim has. Guys, look at the dice.
I know. Yeah. He's like, so you take 23 damage, and all of my rolls were low. What?
Kyle brought up a really good point. Like, okay, if that's the goblins' defense mechanism and they get launched, goblins have like what, 11 HP?
Yeah, well, a regular goblin only has like 8.
Oh yeah, so
yeah,
they get launched, half of them die. Like, all right, get to fucking, gotta repopulate. Fuck. Brutal. But yeah, we won. And found the mother of all caster loot if we find the other piece of it.
Yeah, and that's... Dude, there's no telling, man. There's no telling where the other half is.
Just gotta start checking off hexes.
Yep.
Because, I mean, we don't know if it's in a ruin. We don't know if it's in the middle of the jungle. Like, we just don't know.
Yeah, it could be propped up beside a tree for all we know.
Yeah, literally. And, like,
So,
you know, the only thing I can think to help us would be locate objects, but me and Tua are both multi-class from the hop, so we're already late with our spell progression.
right.
So maybe, Dad, if we get to level 5, we have a shot, but even then, it's only 1,000 feet. Like,
Yeah.
it's jungle. Like,
Well, and because of the way that we're leveling, I mean, how long is it going to be and how far are we going to have moved by the time he hits level 5?
yeah.
You know, we could be, because every hex is 10 miles, so we could be 100, 150 miles from where this thing actually is or was by the time we hit level 5.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah, who knows?
I don't want to derail the whole campaign, me being selfish. Like, okay, we drop off the priest here, but now every single hex in this area we're in.
Well, and that's my thing too, right? Like, I think finding the loot, there's no telling how far from the other half it is. I mean, because she didn't, at least we didn't get to see anyway, she didn't do any kind of magic.
No.
So why did she have it? Did she have it because it was shiny? Or did she have it because she could actually use it? And if she could actually use it, does that mean it's close? You know what I mean? Like, there's all these, like, what if questions, you know?
Well, if she had it and it was closed, there's no way she wouldn't use it. I think she had it because it was shiny. That's my guess, because it's made of copper and adamantite, I think.
But it said bronze,
Or bronze, pardon me, yeah.
But that's the thing, too, right? If she just had it because it was shiny, there's no telling where the other half is.
Oh, yeah. Where'd she pick it up? Yeah.
Yeah. So I could have been one of the hunting parties that found it, brought it back, and was like, hey, Queen, look. And she's like, ooh, mine. You know?
They could have plucked it out of T-Rex shit. We don't know. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no telling. Yeah, speaking of T-Rexes. Oh, wait, moving on.
I have a plan, by the way.
Hope somebody does.
It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. Yeah, say nothing. Yeah, I know. Shutting up. So
yeah.
You found a pretty cool, I guess, what would we call it? Non-published alternative class, I guess, would be a good way of saying it.
Oh, yeah. So, and I don't remember how I happened upon this. I don't know, one of the social media things, I'm sure. Either that or hell, I may have gotten it in my email. I don't remember. So yeah, MCDM Productions, they put out the Dune RPG, and a couple others. But they also do things that are 5e supplements, if you will. And of course, with supplements, you have to, make sure that your DM allows it or would allow it. They create content and they play test it and everything else. And then eventually it gets released. And like I said, they have the other games that they make, but then some of it could be used with 5e if a DM allows it. And this class that I found, so you like psionic abilities. You think they're super cool. And so what I found, it's called Psionics and the Talent. The talent being the name of the class. So if you chose this class, you would be a talent, Talent. And I've got the playtest material in front of me. It's only like 84 pages, so we won't be going page by page or even word for word. But we'll some of the things just to kind of to bring out. And MCDM does have a Discord server. Anyway, the talent, let me get down here. So one of the things they talk about, psionics is the ability to affect physical change in the world or yourself through the power of thought alone. Talents and other creatures with vast mental might can manifest psionic powers through force of will.
Okay, as soon as you say that, that makes me think it's going to be a wisdom-based class.
Wisdom or intelligence? I don't remember. So thinking about that, thinking about psionics, two of the things that kind of come to mind fairly quickly are one of the gem dragons.
Not green, not emerald. Topaz?
Hold on. I thought there was something in here. Thought there was something in here that mentioned like which one would be the best. Yeah, anyway, one of the gem dragons or dragonborns, because they have the innate psychic power. Kalistar with the psychic power. So, you know, I think there's a few races out there that could blend really well with this class. So here's the interesting thing, right? Talents don't use spell slots.
Really?
Theoretically, you could manifest powers all day if you're super lucky, because whenever you use your talent as a talent, anytime you manifest these powers, you take on strain. And so, excuse me, rolling low, so you have rolls kind of like, almost like rolling a DC, right? If you roll low enough, you're able to manifest your powers, but you also accumulate strength. And so in the beginning, it's a little bit of a nuisance, but in the long run, over time, strain can actually be quite serious. Strain can kill you.
Oh, shit.
So I really find that interesting in the fact that, so you don't use spell slots, and you can manifest these powers time after time all day long. But there's a chance that it could actually kill you. And I don't mean unconscious. I mean roll a new character. So, but your powers aren't magical. So effects and spells that affect magic, like anti-magic, counterspell, dispel, globe of invulnerability, yeah, they have no effect on these.
Suck it. I like it.
Yep. So manifesting a power, they manifest psionic powers and greatly affect, or use them to great effect in combat. This supplement introduces a new action option for creatures with access to psionic powers called Manifest a Power. Each power has a manifestation time, which specifies whether the manifestation must use an action, a reaction, X number of minutes, or even hours to manifest the power. Okay. So it's not necessarily an action, but most of them have a manifestation time of one action. Any effect that ends as the result of casting a spell, such as invisibility or sanctuary, also ends if you manifest a power. If you wear armor that you lack proficiency with, you cannot manifest powers because the armor's bulk is a mental distraction.
That's fair.
Psionics are... Go ahead.
No, it's good that they thought of all these extra little things, because we all know if it's not explicitly said in the rules, you're going to have that, people like, oh, well...
Yep.
Yeah.
So, psionics are powers of the mind, so at the GM's discretion, any effect that affects a creature's mind and prevents that creature from taking the cast a spell action also prevents them from manifesting. So, it includes effects such as Barbarian's Rage or the Feeble Mind spell. So, you have a number of times each day that you can manifest a specific power. You regain all uses when you finish a long rest. Talents can theoretically manifest an unlimited number of powers every day, but again, as they do, they risk gaining strain. So, let's see.
So what's like an example of one of these powers that can manifest? Because
I'm getting there.
I need to know.
So saving throws. Many powers specify that a target can make a saving throw. 8 plus your manifestation ability modifier, plus your proficiency bonus, plus any other special modifiers. That's your DC for saving throws. Some of the powers require the manifester to make an attack roll. So your attack bonus with a power equals your manifestation ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus. And then there's a thing about combining power effects. No multiples of the same power, so you can't have multiple manifestations of the same active at once.
Just like spells, yeah.
Let's see. First order powers. Let's see. Okay, so power details. Every power has an order from 1 to 6. First order powers let you hurl little objects through the air or produce small jets of flame out of nothing, while sixth order powers allow you to bring down buildings or create a fiery vortex.
Oh, yeah.
Increased order. A power may let you increase its order to increase its effectiveness. Essentially, from what I get from this is upcasting.
Gotcha. Okay.
Essentially, upcasting your powers. So, powers of the first order are simple, and most creatures that can manifest them do so at will. Basically, they're similar to cantrips.
Okay.
But a talent can gain strain to maintain concentration. So again, where 5e spells, some of them have concentration. When you manifest a power, if you need to maintain concentration on it, you can purposely gain strain to maintain that concentration.
Oh shit, so you gain strain just to keep a spell effect going?
If you want to, you can choose to, or you can choose to drop that manifestation. So power specialties. Every power falls under one of the following. Chronopathy allows you to view the future and past events, manipulate time. Metamorphosis allows you to strengthen and manipulate your body and the bodies of others to perform superhuman feats. Pyrokinesis, fire.
Yep.
Telekinesis, physically manipulate creatures and objects. Telepathy, right? Mind communication. And then, I don't know if I'm going to say this right or not, but Rezopathy, it's R-E-S-O-pathy. Rezopathy powers allow you to create objects out of nothing, turn one substance into another, physically change your environment, and create illusions.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know there was a specific name for that.
Yeah. What's up, Tyler?
Howdy. We are talking about a supplement class Matt found called the Talent. It's a Psionicist class.
Mm-hmm. Duration. A power's duration is the length of time it remains active after you manifest it. Instantaneous powers work like instantaneous spells. They affect the world only for an instant. Some of them have longer. They remain active for the specified duration. So concentration, like spells, many powers require you to maintain concentration in order to keep their effects active. However, unlike spells, you can simultaneously maintain concentration on a number of powers equal to your proficiency bonus. So you pull one that has concentration, you can do another that has concentration as long as your proficiency bonus is 2 or more.
Oh, shit.
But remember, maintaining concentration, you begin to gain strain. So, like, this thing is, like, I would love to try and play one of these.
Oh, yeah. Can you explain the strain mechanic more? I'd like to understand that more.
Yeah. So I think, strain's coming up. Give me just a second. Again, manifestation time, you've got bonus actions, reactions. Some of them take longer, minutes or even hours. Oh, they have a thing in here about talent academies. So kind of like, wizard schools.
Mind Flayer Colony.
Yeah. And I think if I remember right, some of the schools and stuff, like there's talent academies, then you have which they specialize. So like, isn't it wizards? They go to school and they specialize in whatever type of magic, abjuration, evocation, necromancy, whatever. So the talent academy does the same thing, but they have maverick talents. They don't embrace a single specialty. They usually work outside the structure of the academies. So it's kind of your dabbling in a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
They got a thing in here about how to create a talent, of course, with the quick build. So yeah, it's intelligence. Intelligence should be your highest ability score with con and then dex. And then it says choose the sage background, but that's just that quick build thing.
Yeah.
You got, of course, the ability to multi-class. 1d6 hit dice.
Typical.
Proficiencies in light armor, simple weapons, no tools, intelligence and wisdom saving throws. It's got your starting equipment.
Intelligence and wisdom. I think that's the same as wizards too. Yeah.
All right. So strain. Manifesting psionic powers consumes energy and puts stress on the body. Strain is a representation of this stress, and you become afflicted with detrimental effects as your strain increases and crosses certain thresholds. These effects are cumulative. At first level, when you have at least 2 strain, you are tired. When you're tired, you have disadvantage on strength and dex checks. The amount of strain it takes you to become tired increases as you gain talent levels. So in other words, the higher level, the more strain it takes to make you tired. So it's not so easy to get tired.
That's good.
At first level, if you have at least 3 strain, you are fatigued. When you're this is basically, it's set up like exhaustion.
Yeah, yeah.
So that would be one way to think about strain is exhaustion. While you're fatigued, your speed is halved. Again, it takes more and more as you gain talent levels to become fatigued. At first level, your strain max is 5. When you have strain equal to your strain max, you are weary. While weary, whenever you regain hit points from a source other than resting, you only regain half the number of hit points you normally would.
Oh, that's evil.
Your strain max does increase as you gain levels. If your strain exceeds your strain maximum, you die.
Oh my god, your brain explodes.
If you are returned to life after dying by gaining strain, you return to life with strain equal to your strain maximum. So you gain, in, like say first level, you break 5 strain, you hit 6, you die. Somebody casts Revivify, you're back up, but you're at max strain, so don't manifest any powers. So yeah, and then they have like strain cosmetic effects rolling on a d6. Things like your nose bleed, your eyes becomes bloodshot, your breathing is labored, you sweat profusely, whatever.
That is diabolical. I love it.
Yeah.
High risk, high hopefully reward. I mean, some of those abilities sounded pretty fucking kick-ass.
Yep. Whenever you fail a con save, to maintain concentration on one or more powers you gain from this class, you can gain strain equal to the sum of the order of all of the powers to keep them active. So if you've got an order 2 and an order 1, that's a 3. So if you fail your con save to maintain concentration, you can gain 3 strain to maintain concentration on those powers.
Oh, that's
so
great.
instead of failing your con save and be like, oh, spell drops, you fail your con save and you're like, nope, I got to do this. And, of course, immediately at first level, 3 strain, now you're fatigued. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's, dude, and I don't know if this is balanced. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, well, this sounds like it's got some pretty high risk, high reward play style.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say it's balanced if you can do some pretty kick-ass things and the ability to concentrate on multiple spells kind of thing, being able to have multiple powers up.
Right.
Yeah, if you're allowed to do that, then yeah, motherfucker can die. Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's get into some of these powers. So first order powers. At first level, 4 first order powers.
Wow.
You can learn additional first order powers of your choice at higher levels, as shown in the powers column and the talent table. Yada yada.
Yeah.
Manifesting first order powers does not require a manifestation test, which I think I skipped over that. Yeah. So manifestation test. When you manifest a power with an order of 2 or higher, you have to do I'm going to start calling it a man test because manifestation is a long word and I stumble on it. So
do your man test.
Yeah, I know. You have to make a man test at the end of the power's manifestation time. So in order to make that test, roll your manifestation die. If the roll is greater than the power's score, you manifest. If the roll is equal to the power score, you manifest and gain 1 strain. If the roll is lower, you manifest and gain strain equal to the power's order.
Ooh.
So this would, to me, that's a little bit like if you're doing counterspell and you have to roll that check to see, it's this plus the spell's level to beat it or whatever. So kind of the same thing. You roll. If you roll high enough, you're fine. You manifest, you're fine. If you equal it, you're still fine, kind of. You manifest, but you gain 1 strain. If you roll too low, you can still manifest, but you gain more strain. All right, psionic specialization. Choose a psionic specialization which determines the psionic specialty you can harness with extra power. Again, it's the chronopath, metamorph, pyrokinetic, resopath, telekinetic, or telepath. Alternatively, you can choose that maverick specialization.
Which is a generalist.
Right, yeah, jack of all trades. And then your choice grants you features when you choose it at first level, and then again at 2, 6, 10, and 14. Psionic exertion, 3rd level talent feature. You can expend your energy to give your powers an extra effect. You gain one of the following exertion options of your choice. So if you use your exertion, you can add destructive power, dynamic power, expanded power, fascinating power, halting power, magnified power, overwhelming power, shared power, and terrifying power. All options that you can choose as exertion, which just adds another level to whatever it is that you're manifesting.
So from that, it sounds like, especially since you said 2, 6, 10, and 14, that's the wizard progression for subclass.
Right.
And then with these exertions, that's basically meta magic, right?
Right. So you can expend your energy to give your powers an extra effect. You gain one of the following exertion options of your choice. You get one out of all of those. You can choose one, and then you gain another at 7, 11, and 15. So you'll end up with up to 4. So you can use only one sonic exertion option on a power when you manifest it. So if you did have 2, you could still only use 1 when you manifest a power.
Right.
Ability score improvement, 4th level, and then 8, 12, 16, and 19. So again, 4th level, ASI or feat.
Yeah.
7th level, you get a psychic boost. You can learn to focus your mind, draw forth reserve mental strength. You can use your bonus action to remove strain equal to your proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
Yep. Once used, you have to finish a long rest before you can use it again.
That's good.
Yeah. 11th level, Psionic Bastion. You gain mastery over your mind. You can't be charmed or frightened, and magic and psionics cannot put you to sleep. Additionally, you are resistant to psychic damage.
Very nice.
18th level, you get Shielded Mind. You have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Additionally, you are immune to powers, spells, and supernatural effects that allow other creatures to read your thoughts. Determine whether you are lying, to know your alignment, or to know your creature type. And then 20th level, you can just ignore strain.
Wow, a capstone that doesn't suck. Look at that.
Psionic specializations. So the chronopath, manipulating time, being able to look into the future or the past. Yeah, so then it gets into the different specializations. And I mean, I could read and read and read. I mean, it goes pretty in depth, to be honest.
Well, 84 pages for a class, like that's pretty substantial.
Yep.
Well, I guess it makes sense if you combine, like if you think about it, if you were to just, like even just say the sorcerer and have just the sorcerer wrapped up in pages, well, you gotta account for the spells, you gotta account for the meta magic and all that shit, so.
Right, yeah. So one of the ones that I kind of like is the metamorph. Your brain allows you to alter a creature's body chemistry. Mm-hmm. With a mere touch of mind, you can close wounds, grant superpowers, or bring back the dead. Metamorphs are sometimes called changers, and those who make a formal study of their discipline do so at the Academy of Body. So first level, your touch enhances a creature's toughness. As an action, you can touch one creature, which can be yourself, and confer the following benefits to them for 1 hour. The creature has advantage on death saving throws. That's cool. Or the creature's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by a number equal to your intelligence modifier plus your talent level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Single target aid with a boost. All right.
Yep. You can take this action a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Second level, metamorphosis. So I've noticed on a lot of these specializations, second level is an adept. So like this one's metamorphosis adept. When you roll a manifestation die to learn a new metamorphosis power, you can roll the die twice and choose either result. In addition, after you make a test to manifest, you can re-roll the manifestation die and choose either result. You can only use this feature once per test. But I noticed a lot of them at second level, there's that adept. It kind of does it with every one of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I would follow along the same line as the wizards, because if you think the traditional evocation, necromancy, yada yada yada, they have it where you have the time it takes to transcribe that school of magic, so that makes sense.
Yep. Sixth level is a mind surgeon. Your force of will can close your and your allies' wounds. As an action, you can touch a creature and gain up to a number of strain equal to your proficiency modifier. So I walk up, I touch you, My current proficiency modifier is a 3. I've got a plus 3 proficiency. I touch you, I gain 3 strain. You gain 1d10 hit points for each strain that I gained. That's 3d10 hit points.
Holy shit.
Alternatively, you can cure the creature of 1 disease or neutralize 1 poison affecting them for each level of strain you gained. So,
damn.
Yeah. Another 6th level metamorph feature is called Super Senses. Your psionic enhancements in your own body heighten your senses. You can add your intelligence modifier to perception checks, which are wisdom, and to your passive perception, which is wisdom. So, 10th level, Death Foiled. You can expend psionic energy to return a dead creature back to life. So, Diamond, Revivify, right? With this, though, you expend psionic energy, return a dead creature back to life. If you spend 1 hour concentrating on and touching the remains of a creature that died within the last 8 hours, and you gain 8 strain, so obviously this isn't a first level, the creature returns to life with 1 hit point, and you neutralize any poisons or diseases that affected the creature when they died. If you die and can gain at least 8 strain without surpassing your strain maximum, you gain 8 strain, your remains reform 1 hour after your death, and you return to life with 1 hit point, and any poisons or diseases that affected you when you died are neutralized and cured. So you could literally revivify somebody, die in the process, and just be like, give me an hour, I'll be back.
Oh my god.
I mean, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. 14th level Psionic Evolution. Creatures who benefit from your psionic toughness gain the following additional benefits that last for an hour. So remember, going back to that psionic toughness, you can touch somebody, like you said, aid, right? Single target aid with a buff.
Yeah.
Once on each of their turns, the creature can deal extra psychic damage equal to your intelligence modifier to one target when they deal damage to it with an attack, power, or a spell. So, like, they just have to hit it.
Wow.
The target, your ally. So that's one option. The creature is immune to disease, poison, damage, and the poison condition. Or the creature has advantage on perception checks. So 3 different things that you can add to that psionic toughness later on.
Huh.
And that's it. So, yeah, I kind of like the metamorph one. Pyrokinesis, of course, is fire.
So they give you a blaster option. That's good.
Right. And the chrono, the time stuff, I mean, it's okay. Like, for example, at 6th level, they get decay. You can rapidly advance the age of objects with your mind, causing them to turn to dust. No, you can't use that on people. You can use an action to gain 1 strain while touching a non-supernatural object not carried or worn by another creature. If the object is medium or smaller, it disintegrates. If it's large or bigger, you disintegrate a 5-foot cubic portion of the object. If you're touching a construct, you can use an action to gain strain up to your proficiency bonus. The construct makes a whiz save against your power save DC. And the construct takes 1d12 necrotic damage for each strain you gained on a failed save, or half as much on a success.
Oh, fuck, there's like blight only for constructs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know about a whiz save. I mean, I get it. They probably didn't want to make it a con save, because making a construct make a con save. Haha.
Yeah, right.
Whiz, that's... Alright.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's all playtest. And it's in, I guess, round 2. I don't really know a lot about how the playtest material works in that world, but it's in round 2 of playtest. But super interesting. Like I said, I would love to try to play one of these.
Yep.
And imagine having just 5 or 6 characters that they're all talents. Everybody's a different specialty.
Mm-hmm.
And just walk by communicating with each other in your brain and just fucking everything up with never saying a word.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said.
Yeah,
But,
I gotta read that more because holy shit.
yeah. Matter of fact,
Yeah, send me the PDF.
just did.
Thank you. Actually, should we post the PDF?
I mean, we can post it in the Discord or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
So everybody can check out The Talent by who's the game people?
MCDM Productions.
MCDM Productions. Thank you. Because I love my Psionicis and this sounds fucking dope.
And I don't know where should I put that in the character concept? Where do I put that in the Discord?
Fucking general. Who cares?
Alright, that's fine. I guess I could put it in general and pin it, yeah?
Yeah, you can. Anybody gets mad about it, they can yell. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You're doing them out anyway.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's on the Discord.
And thank you for finding that. You know, I'm a sucker for Psionicis, and I've always wanted to play one. And oh, that sounds so cool. Boomer bust.
I will get it. Yeah. Get a new game going somewhere sometime and talk to the DM and be like, hey, got an idea want to throw your way. And just send him the PDF. Because we could go into D&D Beyond and create what needed to be created, the homebrew stuff. It would take a little bit, but I mean, it could be done.
Manually inputting all that, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, well, buddy, I think that's about an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
trying to get a nap before I bring the kiddos to Grandma and Grandpa's.
Going to spend time with the parents today?
Well, they are.
Oh.
Here's kids. Bye.
All right.
Well,
yeah, I don't.
Oh, sorry.
I was just say I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, we're back. We're getting back around the table this evening after a few weeks off, so that'll be fun. I'm glad to get back around the table. So, you know, a little bit of work to do. Prepping and reminding myself of where we left off and what's coming. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, have fun tonight, and thank you, everybody, for joining us on another episode of Gordie and Willhelm in the morning. And I will play the jingle, even though Say's not here to yell at me.
Gordie and Willhelm
The grumpy gnome.
in the morning.
Have a wonderful Saturday.